Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. McNabb, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cleveland. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stump it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe they'll put some movement.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And getting our first update now from Nashville, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And we'll continue to watch the updates on that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a third. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 40 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second and 5. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken in at the 11. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
Where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Browns drive about to get started. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw here. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Wide open. open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2nd and 4. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Down to about the 22 here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. This game wasn't time for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll look to throw.
Complete to Likely.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 3-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.